in Uganda, both parties, the husband and the wife, they have equal rights when it comes to matrimonial properties.
What do you call that?
These are properties bought by the parties, the husband and the wife. They have bought and they equally own them.
Together. How?
Of course, they own them through either endorsement. Take an example, you're buying land and you buy it in the name of your husband, in the names of your wife and you yourself.
Counsel, what if we have this people say David Epistle Okale and Miss David Epistle?
Of course.
Does it make us two
owners? Of course, you are two. You are jointly owning that property. And you have only one document evidencing that. And that is either land title or sales agreement, whatever, or logbook. So, such kind of properties, when it happens that you are divorcing, all those properties, they are supposed to be brought in the petition. They are supposed to be included in the petition. And it is upon the judge or the magistrate to dispute this property into two.
What if now the property is in my name? What happens?
When the property is in your name and there's no evidence that shows that the other party or your wife contributed to it, obviously it will remain yours.
By the law?
Yes, it will remain yours because there is no evidence. However, the common law has gone on to express the phenomenon that since your wife has always been home doing the home activities, yes,
cooking, keeping the
washing,
children,
is also entitled to your properties.
Why?
Because the work she has always been doing at home, the raising of children, the washing, the cleaning, the maintaining home, we have not counted it. Meaning, if this person had an opportunity to do work,
she would have made her own things.
Yes, she would have bought more things. So the common law comes in with that kind of an eye and say, no, let all things that you all own be distributed equally. However, the new bill...
Counsel, just before we come with the new bill, assuming me as David, before I got married to the person I'm getting married to, I had my own property, for example, my own businesses and everything, and then we get married, we live together, and still they are my personal own businesses, and then at a break, does she qualify for these things of mine? By the common law?
No, it will still remain yours because you bought it before she came in. However, if it happened that you introduced it to her in form of a matrimonial, you brought it and said, this is our property. You know, when love is at the gear, we tend to yes, we tend to get excited and we bring in everything. Of course, it is good. More so when you get someone you trust and you love. You put cards clear on the table. And most people do this, which is encouraged to do so, to build trust. And of course, calls for honesty. You have to be honest to your partner and spouse, because you are beginning a journey which is going to last for years. So, once you introduce that property to your partner and you decide to call it a matrimonial property, obviously that property...
Do you sign somewhere for that matrimonial property?
Matrimonial property.
That's why I'm getting notes from there. Is there anywhere you sign that now, David Epistle, I have brought land, or I have brought this car, or I brought this business as our matrimonial property, owned by both of us? Is there where
there's nowhere you sign? However, matrimonial property is a property which the family is generating the living. Take an example. You had bought the land as you mentioned.
Yes, please.
And you go ahead to construct a home
in the land.
In that very land.
Mm-hmm.
You construct your matrimonial home.
Together with my wife.
Together with your wife. And you start living there. You drive your life from, you produce children. When the time comes for dissolution or divorce, there's no way you can chase your wife from that place and the children. If so, you will have to divide that property into two. So usually that home is benefiting both of you. Is a matrimonial home. Despite
of maybe being the first to buy.
Yes.
But now because we have the children and maybe
yes.
during the time of building the house together with my wife
yes.
and we're building together the house. So we become both party owners.
Yes. You are owning that property as a family, including children. You can't also sell those properties because children are also driving their living from there. That is where they get their refuge. That is their home. So there's no way you can sell their home. Or there's no way you can claim at least a half of that because it is their home. If you are to desert or if you are to divorce, you have to leave that place for your wife and for the children.
Why? Why her?
Of course, for the benefit of children.
I have a question there. Why is it that when there is divorce, it's always women who remain with the children? Is it somewhere in the law?
It depends with the age of children. Children who are below 7 can't stay with them, most especially if they are
even 14, 15.
Specifically 7 and below, who are still vulnerable to stay with the father. Remember, fathers in Africa are hunters. They have to go out to look for a living. Now, who will take care of this child who is below 7 or is 7? So usually you find that mothers are always available than fathers.
That's why they give them the children.
It also depends with the interest of children at that point, or at that point of what? Of divorce. The interest of children. If the children themselves speak out, I want to be with the father. Yes, the law will always protect their interest. And children may not speak out, but the evidence provided by the parties themselves can convince or persuade the judge or the magistrate to decide whether these children should go with their mother or their father.
Does this come down to how much we bond with our children?
That is one of it. Then another thing is economic
stand.
Economic ability of the parties.
But at the solution, they tell you that a man must always be sending money, even if he doesn't go with the kids. He always has
according to the law, the man has to contribute 50%, and the woman also contributes 50%
to keep the kids
of maintenance and of catering for all the needs of the children.
When you're broken out,
not only when you are broken up,
even when you're staying together,
even when you're in marriage.
How sure is that?
That's the law. The law provides for that. But of course, what the law provides, when you go deep root, you realize that it's not what is happening, because you realize that other parties are employed, others are not employed. So there's no way you will provide 50% if the other party is not what? Working. So you'll end up providing 90% or even 100.
Then at the solution, it takes 80%, you take 10%.
At the dissolution? No. During dissolution, the parties are provided equal benefits, 50-50. However, the current bill of 2024 is trying to reverse that, and is now providing that at least parties should provide evidence of what they contributed. They are entitled to what they contributed. So
in the marriage?
Yeah, if they contribute what they contributed to matrimonial properties.
For example,
if it was construction, you bought, let me say, cement of maybe 200 bags. We shall value how much is 200 bags.
By that time or by this time?
No, we value it basing on that time.
The receipts.
Yes.
Meaning you must have receipts.
Of course. How will you give evidence that you bought 200? So you will have to provide receipts that I contributed 200 bags, and this is the receipt.
Just a minute before that. So I must have bought cement in my name, David Epistle. Let's say any company here, let's say whoever he is, let's say David Epistle, 200 bags of cement at this amount of money. I must keep the receipts just in case something happens.
Yeah.
You want to say like that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, you have to have those receipts to persuade the judge or the magistrate that
this is my contribution.
Yeah, this was your contribution.
What else?
And many other contributions that you did. Then the others, the magistrate, out of his or her discretion, will award benefits. But of course, this is not.
Isn't this law bring a lot of suspicions in marriage, counsel? Isn't this law bring a lot of breakages in marriages? Because now, if me, David, I have to everything, I buy a plate, I go and get a receipt and keep it inside just in case something happens. I know that I'll pull my receipt of 20 let's say 2018, and then right now that value I bought it at 1.5. Maybe right now it's 4,000 shillings. Isn't this law bring suspicion and breakages in love? This new law.
I may not so much go contrary to your opinion. However, the law is meant to protect each one's right. If you have worked hard and you have contributed towards something, I think if there is termination, even if it is a contract, even if it is a business, I think you are entitled to the refund of your contribution. So it calls for accountability, because what's the essence of going to any hardware and you buy 200 bags of cement, and it happened to be that
you're not going to stay in that same house where you made
yes, you contribute to the raising or building the structure. At the end of the day, they are again sending you out because you are not having any evidence. So it is important. It is for your own good. And of course, you are not buying that with the intention that you will what? You will change. Oh, there is anything that will happen.
Counsel, even plates.
You are doing that for accountability. No, plates, these are small things. These are small things which
plates, saucepans, cups, knives.
Anyway, you never know, because we have other things which are expensive. But anything that has value,
for example,
anything that has value, including the plates you are talking about, because we have plates which are expensive. I think maximum plate I have seen is of 50,000, made of glass. Yeah, anything that is attached to value, deserves to be documented as your contribution at the end of the year. At the end, like you should have something you present. Indeed, this is what you contributed
in your names
as a couple,
in your names
as a party. Of course, in your names, because the money you are the one providing. Yeah.
What if that money is pulled for me, the Kameza money I leave? And then she goes and buys that thing using the Kameza money, which is actually my money. The Kameza money.
What I understand with Kameza money is money that runs maybe the meals. You gave the money for Kameza or table money to cater for maybe breakfast and lunch. And what else again? If it has been bought, what else do you want? Of course, that money is meant for food.
So you don't have anything to do with that, whatever she uses the money for?
Yes.
If she squeezes.
If she squeezes or she decides to fast, it is upon her. But for you gave her that money basically for what?
To use.
For food. Yes.
They kameza money.
Yeah.
So, and that's my money. So if she buys a property, it must be in my names because it's me who gave the money.
No, you gave her the money for what? For
to
food.
use.
To use for food. Meaning it is now her money.
And so.
Yeah, it is now her money.
Mm-hmm.
She has a right to buy food or buy anything. Unless you are saying you gave her money to buy food for you also to eat. Then she did not buy. Then the story changes. But if the money was meant for her to eat and she decides to fast, I think once you give her the money, she has a right to buy food or even use it for other things.
Okay, Counsel, as you continue, I want us to just go back a little bit behind and look at adultery in families. We're married officially through, let's say, any maybe customary, but customary is allowed. Let's say civil, and then this is church marriage, and then my woman discovers maybe I have another side chick. What grounds does she have to prove that I was cheating? According to the law.
If I get your question right, you are asking for
proof of cheating.
Proof of cheating.
And of adultery.
Of course, there will always be third party.
Third party
evidence where they saw you entering the lodge and they saw you entering, two of you in the lodge. Then you came out. Or herself had to track you.
Through what?
Can track you, of course, basing on the suspicion.
Does she have my
suspicion?
Does she have my consent of tracking me?
If you are being suspected, I think even if it's you hear a rumor that they saw your wife or fiancé or your girlfriend is entering maybe a given guest house or lodge with a man. Will you just sit and wait for the right?
Hey, she must seek my consent. I must seek her consent to track her.
No.
Counsel. She must seek my consent to track me. Who gave her the leeway to track me? I must seek her consent to track her.
No.
What does the law provide on that? What does the law provide on that?
The law doesn't provide for what you are actually talking about. However, it is everyone's right
to do what?
To enjoy what he or she is entitled. For example, a man is supposed to be trustful to the wife. The same thing to the wife, a wife to the husband. So where there is suspicion of infidelity, obviously the other party has a right to search for evidence and prove and confirm. Yes. Because before the courts of law, they will always ask, what evidence do you have? So I can't, it's like, what you're asking for is like asking is a thief telling you, let me first seek my consent. Seek my consent as I'm going to steal. You track me, which is impossible. No one can do that because everyone will always look for opportunities.
The hiding place.
Yes, to see that he or she can sneak and do what he wants.
So there must be proof that you did adultery. How many times? Even one time?
No, the one time is enough. Can even be 1 second. Yeah. And once that is confirmed.
What if you just entered there and you're just talking? Can there be a proof that surely they got you in the very act?
Intention will always, we shall ask, what were your intentions to enter in the guest house or in the lodge? What were your intentions to remove clothes? So the intentions, we shall always test the intention of everything. Yeah, intention is tested. What was the intention for you to enter in the lodge? And what is done in the lodge? What is done in the lodge?
I'm going there to talk other things.
No.
Counsel, we're just going there to chill out of a lot of dusty environment.
No, not really.
So what impact does divorce have on the husband? The consequence of
it's
this.
a very good question. One of the impact, of course, the impacts are general. And one of them.
I got to give me all of them together. Of course, I want to husband, wife, and then children.
Yeah.
Possibly even family and friends.
Yeah, they are general. And one of them is the emotional distress. Emotional distress. This is where the parties get disturbed emotionally because of emotional, of course. What we call heartbreak.
Okay.
Yeah, you have been heartbroken. You have lost the love of your heart. And you feel there's no one else who can love you again. Or you have been cheated. You have gone all the trauma. So emotionally, you will be disturbed. Yeah, you can't be stable. All people who go through divorce, emotionally, they are always sick. That's one of them. Then
the ones who are psychiatric
cases. People run mad. If they were not drinking, they can start drinking alcohol. If they were not smoking, they can start smoking.
Killing stress.
Yes, to see how they relieve themselves from stress.
Number two
is the financial insecurity. You realize that during that process of divorce, you have to spend. If you are to hire a lawyer, you have to pay the legal fees. And the process of divorce, during that period, you realize that everything is put under stand. If you were doing business, you are no more doing business.
Because all the monies are going to the
hiring lawyers. Yeah, and there's no way you can do business if you are emotionally disturbed. So everything will stand still. If you were working together as a party, obviously the work will go down. So it will be disturbing. Then there is loss of resources. You have to incur losses of resources. You have to pay the legal fees. You have to pay filing fees in court. Then the third one is social isolation. Yeah, you will feel isolated. You will feel lonely. No, you had a companion. Now it's no more.
At night.
At night, even daytime.
Called him bad.
Yes. So you are now lonely. You are left alone. So you will face that.
So there were these ones of Charlie. Counsel. Phone call away from.
Yeah.
There are those ones of phone call away and they're available. They're not enough when it comes
to. They will always not fit because there is a soul tie that you had with the previous one. So these ones will always come in, but they will still not
fit in.
They will not fit in. And remember, you are heartbroken, so you will be doing this out of frustrations, but they will not still fix the problem because divorce has a permanent impact in every partner's life because you are trying to cut yourself from the soul that
you got attached to.
You got attached. So
there's a lot believe that marriage is a is a soul touch.
Now, when we go to the law takes marriage as contract.
Contract.
Yeah, where two parties come together, then you agree, you sign papers. That's why they have to give you a certificate of marriage. You sign, become married. Where you find life is not going well, you can go for divorce. So it's like a contract. Vis-a-vis the church marriage, which is permanent.
Lifetime.
Lifetime.
But they can still be broken in. Why is it that marriage is done in church but broken in court?
Of course, all marriages are supposed to be registered by the government body or the licensed ministers. Yes, they are the ones who are supposed to officiate those marriages. The church has no power. The law does not provide for that. The Marriage Act provides for the court. That is where they can be heard and given fair hearing.
The church cannot. The church will always bend on one side.
Yeah, they have no
woman
power.
is wrong, a man is wrong.
They are not.
They won't have fair hearing.
Yeah, so if we are to go back to the impact, so this impacts, they go across even to the wife.
Yes,
you will find that even the wife will be psychologically tortured. Financially, they will have financial insecurity, whereby the benefits that she has been getting, for example, maintenance, they are no more. So there is insecurity financially. And now there will also be social isolation. Very many people there will be stigma. Stigma where they will stigmatize because because very many people say, I don't want to associate with this divorced woman. She has every community has such kind of people. Yeah, they isolate themselves. So she will also face stigma. That one was divorced. It was because of this and this and this and this. So you realize such kind of people.
How about the children?
Now, also children are the other victims. And one of them is still trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah. Which still takes us back to psychological torture. They will, of course, remember these are children who have been loved, have been, cared for. But now the care is by force. Everything they want now, they have to get it through law. So it becomes a very serious problem. Then another thing, the children will always have a permanent or lasting impact of
divorced parents.
Of divorced parents.
No both love.
There is no love. They are living different places. Everyone is in his or her own, and the children probably can be living with one. And usually the party living with them will always be pointing, it is your father is bad, or your mother is bad. So you find that children, at time, the law can even, the judge or the magistrate can order, if the children are 2 or 4, each party takes 2 or 1. So you realize that these children are divided. So it brings divorce.
As we finish up, I want to pick your thoughts on the new marriage bill.
The new marriage bill introduced by Honorable Sarah Acheng Opendi, the woman in Piotr, tries to bring out some ideas which may be somehow helpful.
I think she's selfish. The law is selfish that she's bringing, because she's a woman advocate, so she's always trying to bend side on the women so much.
Not really. However, it is everyone's right to express what he feels or sees is good. Yeah. So
according to her,
according to marriage bill of 2024,
according to her, what did she say in the bill?
Now this, of course, yeah, she's the one who brought the bill, but these are ideas of very many people,
Mm-hmm.
though she's the one who introduced the bill.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the bill, it tries to iron out some of the inconsistent sections in Marriage Act,
Mm-hmm.
which look like they are discriminative between a man and a what?
And a
And a woman. And one of them is the grounds of divorce. Yeah, you realize that in the former law of the Marriage Act, current Marriage Act, it is a man who can adduce the ground of divorce, but a woman cannot bring out that ground when you are petitioning for divorce. So that is being covered in the what? In the new act. Bill.
New bill.
Yeah. Then also this bill is also bringing in an aspect of divorce, that when the parties are divorcing, each party should be entitled to what he or she contributed during the lifetime of marriage.
What you give, what you get.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Yeah. Then this bill is also trying to bring out that aspect of officiating marriage or celebration of marriage. That the current law provides that marriages, take an example, church marriage, it has to be celebrated in a gazetted place, and the place gazetted should be permanent. You realize in Uganda currently most churches are temporal. Now, Mabati kind of style of construction. So the law is trying to see how it helps them, that despite of the structure, the look of the structure, every person has a right to celebrate the marriage everywhere, wherever he feels is okay.
Oh, so I can take mine to the beach.
Yes, you can take it to the beach. You can take it any place. That's what the new bill.
I want mine to be in the beach.
Yeah, even the beach. Yeah, you can go and celebrate from the beach and come out. Though still the current law, you can apply for special license, where you can be given a license to celebrate it at the beach, or even at the forest, or even at the lake, or even the atmosphere. Yeah, yeah. So the current bill of 2024, marriage bill of 2024, it is trying just to iron out, though it is also introducing another type of marriage of Baha'i. Now, Baha'i marriage, this is due to the importation of Baha'i religion.
What about them? Yes.
Yeah. So they are also being included in that bill as another form of marriage practice between those who believe in Baha'i customs and whatever. Yeah.
Wow. I want your very last shot. If it could be avoided, do you think it's good to avoid divorce?
Yeah. Divorce can be avoided. It is very, very good because of the impact it leaves behind. It cuts across the community, the nation, the children, the parties themselves. So divorce is something which should be avoided at all means because of its impact, because it terminates, it destroys what both of you had constructed for years. You bring it to zero.
In just that small thing called divorce.
Yes. Just because of one mistake done by one party.
Just adultery.
Yeah.
Counsel, thank you so much. As we finish, I want you to look at that camera and give your last shots on everything concerning marriage, divorce, and your closing remarks. And if possible, also tell us where you work again, just in case you would want to have people who would come and hire you, because I'm thinking this guy is so knowledgeable. Counsel Steven here. I believe he can be of good help to somebody who is watching us tonight, or watching us from wherever, watching us from across this country, across the world. I feel you can hire Counsel Steven to do you really very well. And I believe he has a very good knowledge of the law. So I believe, Counsel, you do give us your last shots or remarks on that camera, and tell them what exactly you'd want on marriage, but also on divorce. And then now you give us your phone numbers and where you're working again. Thank you, Counsel. Please, over the camera there.
All right, dear listeners,
and also viewers.
All right, dear listeners and viewers, we thank you for your time, and thank you for following this platform.
The Big Talk with Epistle David.
I would like to still emphasize that the days of ignorance are over. It's the reason why you are getting informed through this platform that register the marriage you want. You have a right to choose the kind of marriage you believe in, together with your partner, and follow the law. It is things of doing things outside the law. At a time, we end up being victims. So to save yourself from that, and even your children, you have to register the type of marriage you are in. And it can be done cheaply by all lawyers around you. And if you can't afford to get one, here I am. We can help you to see how you register or get officiated in any kind of marriage that you want, including customary, because most people do pay dowry, then they stop there. You are still entitled to go for customary certificate of marriage where you get
Counsel, just a minute. So after that traditional work at home, you're not yet done.
You're not yet done.
You must come to court now to register it.
Not to court, to sub-county chief, where you have. However, most people are ignorant. They don't know where to get these things. Those things, we can guide you as lawyers to see that you apply for your certificate of marriage and you are given the certificate of marriage.
Counsel, just before you continue, there's a tendency or a feeling that you lawyers are very expensive. When someone comes to seek knowledge from you guys, you tend to be very hard to them. Do you want to make it clear on a camera that how easy it is to work with you, people who are lawyers, advocates?
It has been rumored. However, the truth be said is that we are here to serve you, Ugandans, and we provide pro bono services, and business-wise, we also give at an affordable price. So try us or come to our offices at your Warrior Advocates, and you will see, or you'll test our services. Apparently, I'm working with Jenga, Community Development Outreach, where I work as a legal officer. And last month, we commissioned a new program called Diversion, which is targeting juveniles. And we have at least 36 fit persons we commissioned to work in communities who are helping us to handle children cases or juvenile cases in various communities in both city divisions. Also, I work with the Warrior Advocates. If you have any legal matter and you would like help, free consultation, I will provide my phone numbers and details. Even if you want to meet me physically, if you're free and you are within Bali, we can still meet and talk about that. The legal fees are not expensive as the others may be saying. These are affordable. It's just a matter of speaking out. Don't die silent there when your problem can be solved. And don't forget that everything which arises out of dispute can be solved still at home without resorting to court or even police. It's just a matter of understanding each other and ensuring and all understanding that we are all humans who can make mistakes at any time. I therefore would like to thank all the viewers and the listeners, and thank you for giving us your time. I remain Counsel Stephen Baraza, and thank you so much.
Answer the phone numbers.
My phone numbers, MTN is 0786 72 27 75, and then the Airtel one is 07 51 300 97 3. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Counsel. It was very nice having you here with us at the Big Talk with Epistle David. But just before we finish up tonight, or we finish up this time around, and this beautiful podcast we had with Counsel Steven Baraza, I'm pretty sure that we had a great time, friends. He said that do not die with ignorance of the law. Please rush and get your marriage registered so that in case of something or maybe a divorce, you're really supported. And please do not fail to utilize this free pro bono services this people are offering at Owori Advocates. And this man of God is here and is trying to support you in any way possible. Thank you so much, Counsel. I want to get down to now before we end to our partners, Bambi, who have been so much great to our team. In a very special way, I want to give thanks to Don Pablo Medias. Today we worked with great men, Glenn at the back over there, great editor. He's doing an amazing job here. We also worked with a young man called Marshall, and a great team, a great boy over there. And we worked with himself, the director of Don Pablo Medias, Don Pablo himself. The man did us amazing stuff, honestly. So we're very happy, surely, for always continuing to work with Don Pablo Medias. So if you're anywhere within Mbale, you're within East Africa, and you have a birthday party, you have a shout out for your baby on your birthday, maybe you want to take somebody out and you want to have those moments maybe captured. Honey, you don't have to waste your time. You have maybe you have a birthday, maybe you have a wedding or introduction or a pre-visit. Maybe you just want to chill, you have a tour somewhere, maybe to Wanale or whatever, maybe in Masindi. There is no any other person you want to trust apart from Don Pablo Medias. They're located at the Google Mall right here at the basement. He's the known guy. No any other media platform you can trust apart from Don Pablo Medias. You will try him and thank me later. I can assure you will not miss it out. I want to give thanks to Blip Express. All electronics we have in Mbale. Super phones, super everything. You want to try with them. 60, 65, 66. I think it's there. Maybe 70, maybe 80, maybe 100 inches of a TV. Baby, I mean smart TV. You want to trust electronics. Everything is in black. Blitz Express. Coming down to Sana digital printers. Those guys do everything that concerns graphics. They also do what we call designing, branding, and everything. Those guys are the real people you can trust with that special work in there. I have my sister called Maggie Natural Honey. Oh, she does supply honey everywhere in this country. If you want to have you look as handsome as Bambi, I think I am, you need to really try the natural honey. If you don't take sugar, they told you maybe you have high blood pressure, maybe you have very high sugar levels. You want to try out the honey made by my sister Maggie. It is natural, it is pure, and it is very, very, very good. My next shall go to our friends of Zion Microfinance with my friend MT Records, with my friend MT Nkunda. That guy with his loans are so much amazing. Very affordable price, very affordable loans. You want to go out and try to get a loan from there. Salary loans, business loans, short and long-term loans. All those loans are there. This guy located around around Northwood Primary School. Right there, the numbers are on the screen. Please, you need to call them and get loans at an affordable interest rates. My next big shout out goes to Aston 95. My sister, my friend, she has a concert on girl raising. All of the process of the concert will go to support people of Bulambuli, those guys who have a resettlement somewhere there. All of the proceeds of that concert on 6th of December 2025, the monies will go down to Bunamuche to support the people who are there. Please come and support. Ordinary is 10,000, 20K for the VIPs like actually me, and then a table of 300, 500, and also 1 million. You need to go and be at a Thatch Gardens on 6th of December. Asa 95 to the world, Bugisu to the world, and everyone to the world. The big talk to the world. Thank you, friends. And tonight we said thank you for having us and watching us. And everyone, waheri, bye bye, and God bless you.
Big Talk with Epistle David.